Season 17. That's the best season of all time, right? Horns of Nimon,
Not the horns of Ninemons.
horns of Call 999. Nimon fire burning on the dance floor.
Oh no!
One day, copyright strikes. But until then, Nerd Bible Podcast. I keep looking
See
up there.
it? Yeah, so do I. That's
Then
my
see
thing.
it now.
See you now.
See you to me.
I'll look at the X-wing instead.
Mike, I've not figured out to get your name off there like you do. Help.
what do you mean?
Well, you know where it says your studio name.
I see.
Mike does it so the name doesn't appear, which is good because I
Oh.
made a fucking
Damn you, Michael.
couple of name-related puns that never made it to air on the Pixar video, which is a shame.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it. Damn
You're
it.
making
Damn
me
it.
angry. But hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Nerd Bible Podcast, or for the first time to Nerd Bible Podcast.
Hopefully not only.
Many more. We are back to the regular thing. We're back every week again
Yeah.
after our
every week.
Doctor Who sabbatical.
Yeah.
our-
Who?
Our season 1 sabbatic Who. I don't
Nice,
know.
very nice.
needs
No,
a-
that was a good pun.
Yeah.
Sabbatical. Yeah,
I thought I
like
could have
that.
done better.
I rate it.
I am always the guy that is very bland and just says things and sometimes reads them off his phone. George, this my esteemed charismatic co-host.
Harrison. Wow. You really do
The-
sell me. I'm
the
the one.
giant.
I'm the one that was boring today. Yeah, the big jolly giant, BFG. Except you call me the D Doctor.
Call me the D.
Call me the D.
You've had a long day, haven't you?
I've had a long day. I've talked to so many doctors, and I haven't had to ask them who are they. Damn you, David Tennant! Why weren't you on the other line?
We're not going to talk about Doctor Who. Well, we're going to try to.
No,
Because
I'm
it
joking,
always
I'm
sneaks
joking,
in
I'm
on us like a fucking parasite,
Mm.
just preying on the weak.
It's my enemy.
We're going to have a bit of a catch up because this is the point where, before we was a week ahead, and then things happened, holidays, life. But we want to do that again because so for the stuff because we had like a clean break. Everyone, saw that. Come back to Doctor Who. Had some lovely guests. I do want to thank everyone that came on for
Yes, thank
season
you.
1. Yeah, thank you, the audience,
you.
for watching. And obviously, thank you to Andy, Dom, Mike, Guy, and Will. That was a lot of fun in season 1. We're hopefully going to sort out.
Continue the magic for season 2.
Yeah, and they're all coming back for season 2 in some capacity.
Hooray!
Will we double up on episodes?
Oh,
Because I know that, Guy
oh.
would like to, do an episode with Dom. Maybe we can get Mike and DK because we need to keep bringing new people on. And some others out
Plug
there.
Silver Screen Podcast.
Yes,
Random
exactly.
plug.
Watch it. Watch it
it.
now.
Yeah.
But so for this, we can have a little bit of a catch up, but we're going to try and always sort of pre-plan it better so that, say that, Deadpool's coming out. Let's, make sure that we've got an episode about Deadpool 1 and 2 in the pipeline.
Yeah.
And
Or maybe we could do a bonus when we gaming.
do a
We could do
bonus.
about the game.
we do a
Whoa,
bonus. We're really-
we could
we're
do a
so excited
chimichanga.
for
We
Deadpool.
could do a chimichanga.
I love that.
We can eat
popcorn
all the
bucket.
chimichangas. Oh, that bloody bucket, Jesus Christ. I don't know. What bucket do you prefer? The Doom one or that Deadpool one? Well, it's Wolverine's mouth, isn't it? Or is it both
There's
of
another
them?
one as well. There's a Deadpool one.
I've
where
only
he's
seen the
got
Wolverine
two
one.
holes. So one for the popcorn and one for the drink.
Oh.
Move out of my way. There it is.
Wolverine had to slash the screen for a second. Sorry,
I'm
we.
going to tell my wife off just in case. This is what happens when you watch. Look, there's too much sport on. Everyone's downstairs watching the Euros and Wimbledon.
Oh yeah,
And then a third thing here.
yeah. But TBD.
Third
thing here. Yeah.
So not to sound like our American
Compatriots.
idols. I wish we were compatriots. I wish we was on Mr. Sunday Movies Money. Mr. Sunday Money Movies. Am I right?
The Sunday Money movies. Damn.
What have you been watching apart from the bear? What have you been watching?
In the Big Blue House? No, a lot of Doctor Who, but not the ones that you think.
Oh,
I've got
it's like you were Paul McGann. I'm a doctor.
not the one that you
I'm
think.
not the one.
Whether you like it or not,
Perfectly.
they fit perfectly. Yeah, no. Randomly, Invisible Enemy, because I've always been a cat person, but I thought I missed the robot dog.
K9.
K9.
John Lee.
Affirmative.
Affirmative master. What is
Affirmative.
that? Season 16 or 15?
15.
15.
Yeah, 15.
You don't have a box set of that yet?
16. No, 15. I think was the latest. One
So
of
we
the
need
last two.
13 and
16.
16 and 16.
13, 16. It's just those two. 15 has come out. I'm sure that was this year.
15 come out?
Yeah, 15 is like the latest one.
Oh, no.
because I looked up the dates last night.
It? Oh, I don't know.
Last
Are they all the
Pertwee was
same?
mine. Maybe.
Have I bought them all and not watched them? Yes.
Yeah, there's a couple I haven't opened.
Have I bought all the animated fucking reconstructions and not watched them? Yes.
No.
Have I bought all the Disney Plus stuff and not watched them?
No,
Yes.
I've not. No. Disney Plus.
Just fucking watch the TikToks because some prick didn't watch Moon Knight and now it's got like 90 views.
Oh,
But you give it
Have you?
5,000 views for watching the finale, you know what I mean?
maybe that's our thing. Maybe we just need to do finales episode. But the thing is, we don't even
never
talk about
watched-
it weekly.
Oh, we never watched the first, we just watched the
Yeah,
end.
and we don't tell the audience what we're talking about.
This week, the last episode of Sopranos. I've not watched the other 4 seasons.
So it's all right. So yeah, or we get to a certain date and it's 10 years since so and so's ended, but then we'll randomly watch a random irrelevant show and be like, oh look, it's the finale of this. You're expecting me to go into this? Psych! It's this episode.
Finale of 2006's New Amsterdam, starring Nikolai Coster-Waldau.
Exactly, some random obscure stuff like
I've
that.
never heard of that show. It's a show that I do want to track down.
New Amsterdam.
There's another show called New Amsterdam, but this is a different one. I don't know if
Oh,
it's
well,
the same
so
premise.
this is New Amsterdam.
Maybe.
Is New York make a cameo in it? To make a cameo in it.
It was a rejected point of a Russell T Davies script from Doctor Who.
Damn it.
So Nikolai Coster-Waldau, if I remember correctly,
Jamie Lannister, for those that don't know the name.
yes,
Yeah.
he's even younger and sexier than he was,
Oh.
in the early 2010s.
Short hair or still long hair? Still
Long,
hair.
so it's like season 1 haircut.
Okay, nice.
So I think it's
Nice.
2006, 2007. He plays a man who's his surname's Amsterdam, but it's a bit like
Oh,
have
damn.
you ever seen Highlander?
Yes.
So it's like
Kevin
that. So
Kevin
he
McLeod,
lives he lives so long that he
Oh.
has to change his name and job and profession and like move on. But he
There
solves
can only be one.
he solves murders and deaths.
Oh.
It's great.
So he's Detective Highlander inspired.
Detective
man.
Amsterdam.
He's Detective Amsterdam.
And I think it ran for 1 season. And
Oh, that concept sounds amazing. Remake it, damn it.
because I read about it
Sounds amazing.
when first getting into Game of Thrones.
Of course.
Oh,
Amsterdam and
so
Game of Thrones, that's a big thing.
Would I know him from anything else? And I read up on this. I was like, that sounds nuts.
Kind of groovy.
Where the fuck is it?
In a weird way, yeah. I'm curious.
But no, yeah. So if anyone knows how to track down old, 2000s at New Amsterdam,
But also, what
old
happened?
Amsterdam, if you
Also,
will.
what happens? What happened
What,
to old
Amsterdam?
What Amsterdam? What happened to the hamster in Amsterdam?
Amsterdam
Yeah,
is
if
just
they-
a dam made of hamsters.
If there's a prequel called Amsterdam, please tell us about that as well.
And a really old prequel called Old Amsterdam.
Old Amsterdam, yeah.
And then a Doctor Who reference from a bygone universe where instead of New York, it was New
New
Amsterdam.
New Amsterdam, yeah.
And everyone's
Wow.
just getting high in the underground. Cats off their tits on
All
lead.
the, all the fuse.
See ya.
Oh, all right, fine.
The computer. It is working things out. There's going to be a lot of that to come. But hello to you at home while I look at this. There's like been loads of news and like no news.
No, it's one of those periods where it's like, what's happened this week?
I mean, the biggest thing. Go on, you do
Is
your
it the
thing.
big thing that you're? I should come, but I did it a bit too early. Damn it.
You come too early, ladies and gentlemen.
Giancarlo Esposito, MCU.
Oh no, I haven't heard this one. Go for it.
So he's in Captain America: Brave New World.
As Captain America's trousers.
The main villain, the main antagonist, is his fucking is his uniform.
Sam Stearns.
Well, we don't know.
Is he playing Sam Stearns, playing the leader?
Or is he an actor playing Sam Stearns in like a Hollywood?
You're not an actor.
Yeah, you're an actor. Well, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know about the villain, but he even speculated on the fandom, and he's inspired by the Charles Xavier fan casting. And he was kind of thinking, "Oh, what if he
He'd
would
be
have
a
had
good-
good ideas for it?"
And
And
also, he would be a good Magneto.
either or, yeah.
Because you just swap out the thing and then you make it about, like racism instead of the Holocaust.
Yeah,
To appropriate it for a more like
modern
if you're,
audience. Yeah,
if you're gonna not like because obviously that's still horrible, but like you couldn't conceivably now have an not like Ian McKellen then because that all worked because it was
Yeah.
like the 90s.
Hmm.
But now it's like nearly 80 years. It's about 80 years since World War II ended, so it's like or started.
yes, it is. Yeah,
God, that sounds bad. I don't. No, started 44.
no, 39. No, he started in 39.
Did it?
Ended in 45.
Oh.
It's over 100 years since World War One.
Yeah, well over because that was
Yeah.
like many years ago.
1914 to 1918.
Yeah,
Know your history, fit kids.
Fids. You know your history,
horrible
pigs.
history. Figs, damn you,
You
figgy
animated
pudding.
fucking fruit bastards.
Figgy pudding.
Well, yeah. So for what? It's like about 80 years.
Yeah.
So then you would have to have someone that that would have been a kid, but then remember it. So then you're looking at someone like 90s ish, and Christopher Plummer's gone, so we can't get him. So
all Donald Sutherland.
because there has been that thing of like if you make the thing now, like because like mutants and that like always like the Holocaust is now like an allegory and use that more as a direct adaptation in like the comics and such like back in the day.
Always been a
And
thing,
then
yeah.
Bryan Singer. It's a shame like X-Men 1, 2, Days of Future Past and Apocalypse don't have a director or someone who worked on them that liked them.
Yeah,
Shame.
anonymous.
Weird that, isn't it?
Anonymous, yeah.
Same as
Had they,
Avengers
didn't they?
1 and 2 doesn't have anyone that wrote or directed them. So
Weird.
odd.
AI before AI was hated on.
But Bryan Singer, like then the angle that got Ian McKellen on board was using it like as his experiences, with coming out and stuff like that. So it was, the homophobia that he experienced was the allegory that they used like to represent mutation and people being against mutants and all that. Be like your own kind and all that shit. Like stuff you see in media all the time. Fucking mudbloods and stuff in Harry Potter. That's how they like adapt that kind of stuff. Like it's the fear of the unknown
meaning,
and the hatred that fucking flows through these evil people. So you would appropriate that more from maybe do that about race.
Mm-hmm.
Giancarlo Esposito and
who could go alongside him?
I know that
Who can go alongside?
I'd love him as Charles, but you can't deny he would be a great Magneto. Who would be who's the opposite side of the coins as Giancarlo Esposito?
That's what, yeah.
That's a hard one.
It is a hard one.
You either go big and get Denzel Washington.
Exactly. He's literally the only name that comes to mind.
Because he'd be a good Magneto. Because he would just he would command the screen, wouldn't he? He'd be very sort of a presence that you'd be like, oh fuck, like that's fucking Denzel Washington in a Marvel movie. I'm gonna listen to what he says.
Way down the line, but if we were to get like a Quicksilver Scarlet of a different race, who would you cast? If my theory, if we didn't get Zoe Saldana as Gamora, you'd maybe get her as like a Scarlet Witch. Maybe it's just a random shout. But I can't get a.
But they'll appropriate it so that it's they'll retroactively make it so that it links to it's Elizabeth Olsen's you do
all along. Yeah.
I've got no problem what color any characters are as long as the story's good. I don't really give a fuck. We need for Quicksilver. You need someone like lanky. You don't need someone built because otherwise you'd say the obvious choice would be Michael B. Jordan.
Yes,
but
yes.
Who else?
Who's not built but lanky?
I don't know, guys. In the comments, who would if Denzel Washington was Magneto? Who would you cast as Quicksilver
alongside? Yeah.
Do you know who I would like? I know he's been in Marvel before, but Sterling K. Brown would be an interesting Xavier.
Yeah, actually,
because he's very sort of he could do the sort of the dullness of Professor X, where it's he's based.
That's offensive. You're calling an old man dull.
No, but he's a bit sort of we're doing it this way, and that's that kind of
monotone in his approach, and very initially one-minded about things, and like you say.
And he would be good at that, but also because he kind of withdraw in some instances, he's very withdrawn emotionally from that because of
his beliefs and his calls, and he believes he's doing it all.
I think he'd be very good at that aspect of it. I mean, if you're going to stay again, as long as that's huge
seal of approval.
He's bald, he's English and gravelly.
He could be angry.
Him and Daniel Craig.
Magneto.
It keeps doing.
It just keeps seizuring.
So we're going to keep trying this, but until then,
it's a test.
We've had 15 minutes.
Oh, whether you like it or not. Okay.
Stop. It's Jonathan Groff again. Right.
So he's off season.
I'm going to find a picture.
He's going to find something
you tell
or
us.
someone. What do you guys want to know?
You tell us who you'd cast as Magneto.
Who would I actually cast as Magneto? If we prior to your speech, I literally looked at you, moved my finger because I was like, I got the answer, but it's basically someone that we've already had. But now that name has blimmin' well escaped me. Actually, right. So Giancarlo Esposito, I'd see Giancarlo as Magneto, but then Jeffrey Wright, if he wasn't the Watcher, Jeffrey Wright as Xavier. Yes, Jeffrey Wright, but except he's the man that's watching everybody and across all the cosmos. Yeah. But yeah, that was my thing. Jeffrey Wright, if he already wasn't the Watcher, unless they do the whole, yeah, he's been in a thing before, who cares? And he could be two different things. Because technically, Xavier's a person / mutant, and the Watcher is like a cosmic being of all things. So, if they're out of ideas, they could do that. Who knows? Oh, that's a very strong picture. Not to spoil who we're going to become and who we're representing. But, oh, goddamn!
It's Mark Strong.
Living Sinestro.
I'm so fucking strong. They call me Mark Strong.
Mark Statham. Sound like Jason Statham.
Jason Statham as Magneto.
Cockney Magneto.
I can't do this anymore,
Charles.
There's always a speech, Charles, and no one cares.
Humans are out to destroy us. Why can't you see that, Mac? I'm attract magnets. Everyone calls me Mac. Can't do this anymore, Mac. Jason Statham as a young Cockney Magneto. Why not? That's a good parody cast.
That is a good parody. I would pay good money to see that shit.
I'm still gradually reading the comics. I don't know if I've read comics where, like everyone, we don't have room to display our infinite.
Penises? Oh.
Whoa! In a book, Jesus.
Book of Penis.
Book of Penis. Infinite penises.
Of the Book of Mormon.
Book of Penises. Yeah, great. Yeah, we ain't got all the room in the world to display every single issue of every single comic known into existence. So, ideally, I want to read as many as I can, and then eventually get a thick omnibus or two, and be like,
it's gonna be fun to edit this.
oh, yes, it's gonna be a wonderful. Yeah,
it's gonna be a wonderful day.
Filoni, Charles.
I've actually seen some films.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah. None with Brian Breasted. Brian's breasted. But Brian's breasted.
Brian's breasted.
I didn't see anything, but Brian's breasted.
Brian's breasted.
Shout out to you, Brian, in the audience.
So I've been to the cinema since I got my card back. So I caught up on some things.
Cool.
I've seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
I've seen Inside Out 2.
Okay.
And I've seen Kung Fu Panda 4.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice. I am bolstering up my 2024 list.
I
have more than 10 now.
I've not even written my list. I think I'm in the mid-20s. But to be honest,
of course you are.
I'm in the mid-20s, just like in real life. Spoiler alert.
Oh, lovely stuff. Yeah. Spoiler alert. Oh, and obviously we went to Doctor Who, the finale, because
that's a technically cinematic experience.
That's a thing.
We can count that.
There was people dressed up. There was an inflatable Dalek.
Yeah, the Sarah Jane Smith and the Hand of Fear.
But would you want to see Garth Marenghi's Dark Place?
Oh wow!
28th of June gone. 20th of July now on sale to everyone.
To everyone.
Get your tickets to see all 6 episodes in one night.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's something I would love to see, because if he's going to be there,
that would be an honor.
That would be a fucking amazing thing to watch. Just because I fucking love Dark Place. We should do it.
See it now. Yeah.
I know, like, we take the piss and like everything Matt Berry's in, we automatically are just like, yes,
yes, sold.
But
why isn't he a Jedi yet? Why is it not been a
Jedi?
Or is he the acolyte?
I'm the acolyte shit. I've not watched any of it.
I keep getting past the first 15 minutes, so sorry. His life's got in the way. I promise. It's not terrible. I don't think anyway. I don't know if they heard that. But,
when you want to sit down and actually watch it yourself,
I
sort of like maybe like, hey, actually, man, this show is quite good.
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
You there, boy. What Star Wars show is this?
It's the Acolytes. It's a shame it's not Knights of the Old Republic, but there's always
room for
the old improvement there. No, give us KOTOR tomorrow. I will binge that shit in a heartbeat, regardless of how stressed and busy life is. I will binge it now.
Hashtag give Connor KOTOR.
Yeah, KOTOR 3, 1.5, 0. Give us a prequel to Knights of the Old Republic. If any of you guys, gamers especially, have not played Knights of the Old Republic, either 1 or 2.
Have they remastered any of them?
If not.
They should.
I know.
Next gen the fuck, man.
Yeah, man.
Especially considering how well like the Jedi games have done.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah, they're Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, but even the old like Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy games, Jedi Outcast, everything with Jedi in it, Jedi Starfighter.
More Jedi everywhere.
They've had ports on every modern console, so even if you don't have a PS2 or Xbox, that's something that happened. I think last week, The Xbox 360 servers shut down. So you can't Xbox Live anything on. You can't buy anything from the store. Basically, the 360's like servers are off. You can still play your shit. It's not, but Xbox Live is kind of
So you can't buy Xbox 360 games
digitally, like via the Xbox.
You can't.
No, I don't. Yeah,
Oh.
they've shut off those servers.
Shit.
But your games, as far as I'm aware, still work. And if you had your Series X or One X or anything, it's just if you had a 360.
Bye.
You said bye. I say hi. I'm strong, and I had an Xbox 360 back in the day. Did you know?
I invented the Xbox.
Yes.
Some nails and some fucking cardboard.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, guys, if you have an Xbox 360, maybe check your dashboard. Maybe let me know if I'm completely wrong and talking absolute smackaroos. But I'm sure you can't digitally download anything off of like the 360 store. The marketplace is gone.
Oh man, I need to finish my Lego games.
God damn it! Yeah,
The whole thing. That's the whole reason I exist. To play Lego games. But you know what does look good?
what does?
Fucking Indiana Jones game. They keep fucking advertising.
Yeah, I keep advertising. I keep seeing the video, but I've not even seen an ounce of footage on it. It's like Doctor Who. I don't know, willpower. I'm not intentionally trying to
Have you not
avoid
watched
it.
it? Have you-
I
Do
really haven't.
you want to watch it live?
Why not? Yeah.
Then see it now. All right, you talk about something else.
How Mark Strong should not be Indiana
Oh, it
Jones.
should not be Indiana Jones.
No, he shouldn't be Indiana Jones.
Indiana.
Man, imagine him in an Indiana Jones movie, though. Not
He'd be the
as
villain.
Indiana. Of course. Stereotypical British assumption. Yes, he's the bad guy. There's treasure. There's a cave. Oh, I'm the bad guy.
One time I want the advert. It's there we go.
Oh my god.
Oh, copyright.
Oh my god, he's talking really loud.
It's a guy that sounds vaguely like Harrison Ford.
Yeah. I
That
can't
punching
think
a
of it.
Nazi.
Oh wow. Food with
Drawing
different
a
timelines.
circle.
It's torch. Oh,
Shooting-
machine guns. The Great Circle. Oh my god, the game's called The Great Circle. Wishlist today.
But that was the January one. There's
And
there's a
play it
better
now.
There's a better one. Oh, I feel like I've let you down. I got the wrong fucking trailer to you.
Oh, no.
But there's like a
It's
much
really
better
good.
one where like it comes up every 5 seconds on TikTok. And I'm like,
Mm.
yes, I know there's an Indiana Jones game coming. Oh, no, fucking hell. No, can't find it. You know what's gonna happen? It'll fucking pop up as soon
Yeah,
as
it's
you
only
go
like
out.
walk out the door. Yeah.
Like, gotta come back.
Take 2, take 500.
There's not, yeah, don't know where.
Yeah, play it
Been
now.
punching another Nazi. Oh yeah, that one.
Oh, this is it. Oh, Wolfenstein Machine Games.
You got to. This is a man reacting to it.
Oh, it's Indiana Jones Call of Duty without a gun.
Oh look, it's fucking Marcus. Yeah, lost in his own museum.
Oh,
Cool
first
guy.
person punching. Nice.
I don't know, because an Indiana Jones game, I'd want it to be third person.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no point. It's like when James Bond games are first person.
Yeah.
Other than
Call of
GoldenEye.
Duty
Other than
clone.
GoldenEye.
Other than GoldenEye, yeah. You create a universe. That's Saturn. Oh my god, that is Great Circle. Oh, they're all nice.
Himalayas. A proper fucking Indiana Jones film.
Yeah, so that looks first person to me. Maybe it's
Hybrid
you get a
guys?
choice. Maybe you get a choice whether you want third person or first.
Well, like GTA, and you can switch
Yeah.
out your views, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully.
Or it might be like, did you ever play the Quantum of Solace game? Oh, I can't fucking buy that now if the 360 servers are shut down. I wanted to buy that and perfect it.
I mean, you can still get it off of Amazon and get an actual physical copy.
Fucking good luck finding a copy of 2008's Quantum of
Game.
Solace. Oh, and Bloodstone. Bloodstone was good.
I like GoldenEye Reloaded.
007 Legends was shit.
Yeah, that was something else. Yes. That was on a- that
It's
was on a
Daniel
Holy.
Craig in Moonraker.
Jump scare.
These graphics look better than
They do. They
Dial of Destiny.
well, yeah. Anything's better than Dial of Destiny.
I'm young Indiana Jones with the voice of a 70-year-old man. Fucking, how long is this trailer?
I know this is like a movie, and it's like, what on earth?
No, they're gonna shoot the gun at him. Punching.
Oh, first person whip action. Oh, brawler mode activated.
Yeah, in Quantum of Solace, every time you took cover, it was in third person.
Yeah.
But then Bloodstone was all third person.
There's got to be an option, because even when he was on the helicopter to spoil the trailer, there was a shot of him on the helicopter and the whip. It looked like he was third, but could be wrong.
But then the last shot is from bloody Last Crusade. No, it means I can't buy this.
Ow.
Oh man, I can't buy Lego Indiana Jones 2. Fucking haven't finished it. I haven't got that one yet. Jesus Christ.
On the
Gamer
motorbike.
score does not compute. But yeah, that looks good. Like video game, we don't talk about video games a lot.
Enough. No, there's not many modern stuff I play unless it isn't the yearly sports installments. Most people's common answer will be FIFA or sorry, FC, isn't it? FC now?
It's EAFC, yeah.
But then are FIFA still bringing out a game, or is it just that's the title now?
They are, because that is a good segue that I didn't know. Basically, the name and all that stuff. Whereas EA have the rights to all the competitions and things like that. So from the looks of it, a FIFA 2K game will not be able to use the legal names of all the competitions, like the Premier League, the FA Cup, the World Cup, Champions League. So it'll have to be renamed stuff.
So the Universal Cup, the non-Premier,
probably something like that.
No,
Yeah,
I'm taking the best.
The English Division 1 league,
Division
like
A. Oh, yeah.
So stuff like that, and that's part of the course. I'd be interested to see what they do, because I've not liked FC 24. I mean, to the point where I didn't buy it.
Oh, outright, yeah.
Because everything I saw, I was like, it's just taking all the worst bits of FIFA, because EA are responsible for some heinous shit in their games, in terms of,
EA Sports, not for the game.
Microtransactions.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of, they now want to put adverts in, hopefully do that. So
2K,
imagine FC 24, you play a game.
Speaking from WWE, that's very unusual, though.
That's absolutely strange. That's a third cut there. So,
yeah.
Oh, sorry, man.
No,
Oh, dear.
That was my knee. Ew, I took an arrow to the knee.
But
yeah, FIFA 2K. If any of you heard the chat, EAFC 24, FIFA 2K 25 may be better, but I don't know. Going by microtransactions ruining the industry, probably not. I don't know. Maybe a good single player campaign, my football journey, my football career hero mode, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's called. What was it called in the previous FIFA games? Did they have like a single player career, like become a football legend now?
Then play it now.
Yeah.
No, they had obviously like career mode, so you'd have you could then
it's called career mode.
You could then be the team. You could be it so that you was the manager. You could do it so you was then be a player, make your own player, and do that way. Do your own personal tasks, so you can control one person. They used to have a story mode that they'd done briefly for 2 installments called The Journey. Where it was motion captured by actors, and you had Alex Hunter was a guy you had to kind of take through his career and do some objectives in order to
unlock other things in the game.
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah,
but yeah, so maybe 2K would sort of take that and develop that more, so you can
expand upon it.
Essentially, create yourself, have tattoos and things like that, and sort of
custom logos,
custom creams,
custom creams. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, FIFA 2K25. Maybe play it, maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe don't. Yeah.
Maybe don't.
Not other much game stuff. There's been some. We've seen more film stuff in terms of James Gunn's Superman. We've seen more of David Cornsweet's suit, haven't we?
Yeah. Thoughts. I don't know. I don't.
Mike hates this.
I don't like the S. I get it's more from the recent comics.
More Kingdom Come logo as well, isn't it?
It is, but just not as nice.
They get points for putting the trunks back.
They do.
The yellow belt.
Ding dong. Yes, very good.
One of Mike's points, because I know that he's probably going to comment it anyway. Hi, Mike. Thank you for always watching and listening and being part of this.
Please Photoshop this image.
Is that the put Matt Berry in the Superman suit?
Damn straight. Yes.
The lines and stuff and the textures, it's very reminiscent to him of Star-Lord's jacket. Just
it is, isn't it? I got those assumptions. Yeah. Maybe it's the same sort of production designer, costume people.
It looks better like this than
Yeah.
it did in that sort of like graphic where he's putting it on and you see the planet exploding behind him, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it looked like sort of like it was all like, I know, because obviously, you know, some people don't get how clothes work, but everyone was moaning about like the folds and stuff and like the creases and things. Which
That should
you
help you
can edit that out because
You can.
see the assembled documentary on doing Sam Wilson's neckline in the new Captain America suit. Well, obviously it would fold and there'd be the gap, but they'd obviously edit it down so it looked skin tight.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Fair
also,
play.
like, I don't know, like, I can't really judge this until I see it. I know that we're
No.
due to actually, you know,
Get
do-
some trailer at some point.
and to get some trailer at some point, and to actually let's you know put it in writing and do our big fucking DCEU. Where did it all go so wrong before 2025?
Yeah, round table discussion / downfall.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, it looks okay. Like, have
Yeah.
you seen the pictures of him as Clark Kent? Where
I have not
sort of
seen
like
Clark Kent.
he's like got permy hair, sort of like the other way, and the glasses, and you're like,
Still kind of like the the flick, the fringe, like
like completely different. So it's almost like, so his hair's like all forward, like with the perm and the curls there a bit, and then like the glasses. So then he looks, it's like, oh, like that's why. Well, Christopher Reeve was more in the.
That's the other
performance,
image you're talking about with the planet in the background. Yeah,
which looked a lot darker and
he
things
looks
like
a
that.
bit goofy. Yeah.
See if you can find David Cornsweet, Clark Kent.
Oh my god, I've not seen this. Bloody
Looks
hell, he
completely
looks
different.
completely different. That man is not the same. How can he ever be put in the same room?
That man is not Superman.
They have actually tried to make him look very unconvincingly like the man that is super. I give them points for that.
Yeah, I like that, and also
Yeah.
because Christopher Reeve done it well, just in terms of performance as well. Like, obviously they would his hair and stuff and the glasses, but like in terms of the way he would just change his posture, straight back, shoulders out, chest forward.
Yeah.
Even in terms of just stuff as simple as that, like you get that these are two different, like, you know, they're meant to be two different, like,
Beings almost.
yeah. He has to kind of portray, you know, Superman is him. Clark Kent is who the world has to see him as to fit in, kind of thing.
Clark Kent's the mask, Superman's the real man. You can say the same of Batman. Batman's the real man.
And Bruce Wayne's another mask. I have two masks. I'm rich. I'm so masky. Mask get up, him.
We say you saw Max Payne.
I know Max Payne. I have Max Payne. You can't buy it up for $60 anymore. I love Max Payne 3. What the fuck was I doing?
You imagine Mark Wahlberg as Batman.
What? No.
Oh.
What? No.
Oh.
Hey, Donnie, come here and go watch me do all these pull-ups as Batman. What? What else? What else? What else? What else? I missed that. We should have done that. MCU have been a bit light on stuff. You know, it's just the, you know, Avengers 5's filming in September, and Benedict Cumberbatch has said he's in it.
He's in it. Yeah, he's confirmed himself. He's the only one-man Avenger.
The one man of it. He's who I want to see, because I rewatched all of Sherlock. Don't know why.
You just did.
You know, I know the people that are big Stephen Moffat fans because his new show Douglas is cancelled came out.
Oh, I thought it was just called Douglas, and then it got cancelled.
Douglas
is cancelled. It's the show.
Starring Hugh Bonneville. It's meant to be like a pastiche on like cancel culture and stuff, but it's much deeper than that. It has Alex Kingston's in it. Karen Gillan apparently got a superb star turn in that. All 4 episodes are on ITVX right now, so you can watch it all, or you can watch it every Sunday or Monday whenever it started.
On terrestrial TV.
Yeah, starring Hugh Bonneville as well. I don't know any other alums that are in it.
Sam Russell Beale.
Nick Mohammed's in it.
Mohammed, yeah. Ted Lasso fame.
Ben Miles. Oh. But yeah, it's one of those things. So
Joe Wilkinson from
Education.
Yeah,
and
also
also
yes.
All means very good. So in anticipation for that, I gave one of my previously much loved shows. I think you could put a certain proportion of us.
Right. Wow. What happened to me, Mark? He's there. Yeah. So we're live. We've had another technical difficulty. We don't quite know how long this cut is going to be this time around, but yeah. I'm trying to think of something else to talk about. For those going back to games, because that seems to be the main theme this episode. Did anybody in the comment section, or did even you, Mr. George, did you ever play a game called Dead Rising?
Oh, I love Dead Rising. Dead Rising 2 day one releases on Xbox One.
Yeah.
And Dead Rising 4 similarly was Xbox One X or something like that. Like
It was one of the early, like, I think it was the Xbox One upgrade.
like 4K going into that sort of gaming thing.
But I never did Dead Rising 4.
It's not.
And then there's been nothing, as far as I'm aware, there's been nothing since Dead Rising 4. So since 2016-17 time, I think is when Dead Rising 4 came out. There's been zilch, nothing. I don't know if I feel like there's been a discussion regarding like a film adaptation, but aside from Dead Rising 4, it's been a bit dead. There's not much going on with it, unfortunately, because I did enjoy those games. 1 and 2 are both excellent. Did you play Off the Record, like the Frank edition of Dead Rising 2, essentially?
No, I didn't.
That's essentially Dead Rising 2, reskinned, retextured with good old Frank. But that was another fun one. Dead Rising 3 I enjoyed, can't remember the ending. And in Dead Rising 4, I only did the prologue, so it says a lot. But no, Dead Rising nearly 8 years.
Jesus Christ.
And there's been nothing to it, I don't think. Nothing since. As of September the 30th, 2023, the game series has sold 16 million copies worldwide. And then, the latest release in the franchise was Dead Rising 4's Frank's Big Package, which I'm guessing is a DLC. And that was December 2017, and then there's been nothing else since then. But it saw somewhere about a cancelled sequel. Yeah, Dead Rising 5 was in development for Windows and Xbox One. The game was set between Dead Rising 2 and Dead Rising 3 and would have followed the adventures of Chuck. Oh, good old Chuck from Dead Rising 2. Would have followed the adventures of Chuck and Katie Green in Mexico. The project was cancelled when Capcom Vancouver shut down back in December 2018. So that's been gone for a while then. Well, yeah, random one. Dead Rising Remastered trailer. If you guys seen it before us, because we haven't exactly reacted to it, I just read an article. Let us know your thoughts. If you're a fan of zombies, if you're scared, if you want to hide behind your sofa, or if you just want to kill them head on, thoughts on Dead Rising, because that was a fun game. Makes me feel young. It makes me feel really old right about now.
It's like proper, like old school, isn't it?
Mm.
Good shit, man. Good shit. The fuck? Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, what was that? I was talking about Sherlock, wasn't I?
I
rewatched Sherlock before the internet shit itself. Maybe it was. Maybe it's the internet trying to stop me talking about it.
Oh, okay. Spoilers. Because you're going to link season 5.
Would I take a season 5 of this show? Yes. It's trying to kill me.
Yeah.
So I will just say this. Hello. I will just say purely that I used to love Sherlock. I watched series 1 like on broadcast, series 2, and like was really like, oh, really into this. Series 1 and 2 is some of the best television of all time.
I concur. Yeah.
Considering that the person who wrote the final episode of season 2, the Reichenbach Fall, was the same person that wrote Curse the Black Spot and Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS for Doctor Who, Stephen Thompson. Yeah, one of the weaker Doctor Who writers. Wrote one of the better Sherlock episodes.
Stories. Yeah,
and I preferred Sherlock with that because I think season 3 he's still in it. Like he might just co-write it with Stephen.
Right.
Like in terms of it was always Stephen wrote one, Mark Gatiss wrote one, and Stephen Thompson wrote one. So season 1 it was a similar thing. Like he wrote the one in the middle, he wrote The Blind Banker, but he wrote Reichenbach Fall for series 2.
Fine.
Really love that stuff. Like Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman are undeniably really good versions of Holmes and Watson until the show does, what Stephen Moffat shows tend to do, which is jump up their own arse.
Fine.
And they recruit them and they basically become sort of like secret agents, like at the end. Like it's very like the last like series and a half is very like MI6 or stuff that he writes, and him, to be fair, him working with Mark Gatiss reins him back in a bit because Mark Gatiss is more sort of stick and fun and
like a movie.
It became big, and hence the BBC were like, we'll always try and put Doctor Who and Sherlock on near each other and stuff like that. So it would put fucking Moffat through the fucking ringer in terms of writing the 50th and writing the having just written the second series and done that, having written the third series, and like, how do you resolve Sherlock's death?
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff.
Which is probably a good thing that it was only on every 2 years, to be fair to him.
Poor man.
But yeah, do you know where I lose Sherlock?
Where? Down
series 3, episode 3.
Series 3, episode 3.
That's where it ends for me.
It ended with me season 3, episode 1. I've just not carried on. This was years ago.
Carry on. Really, do you know what? How about go back
Yeah.
rewatch it all,
See it now,
and
yeah,
we'll
I probably
do
will.
we'll
Maybe
do a
tonight,
full
I'll
on
start.
episode.
Yeah.
Of Sherlock.
Like overview,
This,
retrospective,
and
whatever.
this. Maybe we'll get Andy on because he's a big Stephen Moffat fan, and I know that
Okay, cool.
I'm just assuming he's a fan of Sherlock because who isn't?
I can't stand Sherlock. No, doesn't sound anything like Andy.
Yeah.
Mike, you know there's a thing called Photoshop. Is there one called Voice Shop? Make me sound like Andy.
That's called AI. Hear it
Yeah.
now. Yeah, it's. I miss when it was like, right, we're adapting cases and stories, so it's like they just solve the case, and it's not like the overarching thing of how's Moriarty dead, how's Moriarty back, how's Moriarty in this, why is there an overarching villain, how do we get to this secret organization of stuff that I won't necessarily spoil for you because you'll get to it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, and the Christmas special is just fucking pointless
because they go back in the past. It's set in the 1800s as if Sherlock is a fictional character.
Yeah, because it starts off with so far on Sherlock, shows you
That's
all nine episodes.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Same character, same sort of situation, but it happens in the first 10 minutes, and then they go off and they're like, we're doing other cases now in the 1800s. But then the context that's put in when it resumes back into modern day for series 4 is like, so that was all pointless because the outcome of it is pointless.
Okay.
And you were only in that by a state of your own psychosis. So it's a bit
okay, fine.
And it's also at that point that the stars are becoming, movie stars at that point.
They're getting too big in a way.
I mean, between Sherlock 1 and 2, like Martin Freeman has gone off to film all of The Hobbit, and that had started coming out. Being in more things, like then by the time of series 3, Doctor Strange has sort of come along more for him. Like he's done more and more films, like Benedict Cumberbatch, obviously not Martin Freeman. And he's coming into the Doctor Strange era of his life, which you really sort
of go back to being fictional detective in the past.
But it's similar to Luther. Like in terms of Idris Elba is like a big star. Like obviously he kind of, he could have been a lot bigger than he has, arguably, because like he's such a fantastic actor. Opportunities have come along and stuff like that. And I really wish he'd been sort of chosen for James Bond about 5, 6, 7 years ago. And that could have been like, he's blockbuster material, because he is. Like he's been in a lot of films, but also he always has the time to come back for Luther because he knows it's the show that, it's on. That it kind of now falls in the realm of the Gavin and Stacey's of this world, in terms of it's a show you remember fondly, but it's kind of probably best not to bring it back now. Because now how do you fill in 7 years of
in-universe continuity along with real life and egos? And
so now you've lost 7 years of that and 7 years worth of cases that we're never going to see.
No,
because it stops being, after series 2, it stops being case, because then it's like
each episode was its own case,
linked, and then this is thing, and then this is a mysterious thing, and then that's the main problem I have with series 3. But I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like the wedding episode, Sign of 3. Like that's one of my favorite episodes of the show.
Is that season 2? Is that
season 3? So that's a positive I can take from
Yeah.
season 3. Is like, yes, it is all intrinsically linked in a mystery, but when that's an episode more in isolation, it's kind of like it does have ramifications for the next episode and stuff, which I think is pointless. But in terms of that, I'm like, I can get on board for that one. But other than that, it's losing me. And series 4 is just kind of like it just washes over me as a blur.
Yeah.
And the resolution to that, and it was kind of, Stephen Moffat said it was going to end with like, instead of the end, it was going to end as the beginning, and then they go on and just solve cases as Holmes and Watson kind of thing, which it kind of leaves it to do, which also leaves it as kind of a perfect end.
Yeah,
like these guys just went on and did this forever. But that's the unfortunate thing, is we could have had like a more procedural thing, like Case of the Week.
Do you think we could have had a movie? Like the Luther movie took forever. Do you think if we weren't going to get a season 5, would you accept a Sherlock movie now if everyone was up and willing to it, or is it the same conversation?
I mean, I would accept it in terms of the fact that it would work, because it is also like it's that kind of scale anyway.
Yeah, each episode is pretty.
But interesting. I don't know how and what they would do, because it would have to be
each episode is 90-minute anyway. Each episode is like an hour and a half.
Fun fact: so the pilot was filmed 60 minutes.
60?
60.
Yeah, an hour.
So if you've got anyone out there that's got the Sherlock Blu-rays or whatever, I need to own it in some way, because as much as like I can dislike something, I can still think on a whole enjoyed the you know, the
The
euphoria that this used to whip up in the British audience every time. Oh, it's the New Year episode, like the New Year, like what's coming in 2024, what's coming in 2014, and it's like, oh my god, Sherlock's out on the 1st of January, because it always was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of them. So there is a lot of sentimentalness for that, and certainly the oldest, because I think series 1 and 2 are just perfect. Some of the best television. Yes, there's some, you know, like The Blind Banker's not great, but in terms of it's weird. I wish we'd gotten more of it, but I'm also glad that it kind of ended when it did.
Ended, yeah.
So if you've got the home media of it, there's the original 60-minute pilot. Watch that and then watch
the episode
series
1.
and then watch episode 1. Yeah, sorry, because
Okay.
very very rarely do you get the like a pilot that then goes right, put more into it.
Yeah.
So in terms of you know, I'm not someone that's worked in TV. I just know these kind of things. I wish I was. There's, you know,
One day.
there's a screenwriting thing that's come up that maybe hopefully someone will get back to me on and I can make that happen. But alas, so when you film a pilot, generally, it'll give you the budget to film it how you want to film it. Get out there in the industry. I applaud you for sticking at it and getting through it. Keep going, keep pushing, and hopefully at some point when there's a competent government in, they can fund things that truly matter to everyone and not just, you know, maths and sending people on the front line to fight wars that aren't their own.
Oh,
but
dear,
no politics.
Yeah. No.
Hey, the election will finish by the time this comes out. Happy post-election, hopefully.
Post-election day.
Yeah. So anyway, 9 times out of 10, they'll see it, and it won't always be perfect the first time, because that's why 90% of them are on broadcastable pilots. There's very few things that'll be like the first episode is pilot, because they'll put that out and then you'll start to tweak the format and the show as it goes. Yes, and it'll become
Star Trek: The Cage, for example. Instead of William Shatner, Captain Kirk, freaking Christopher, what's his name, Christopher Pike, and then like you say, as soon as the show gets launched, they tweak it on the fly and they reinvent characters.
Yeah, mainly more with American stuff. They'll put the pilot out and things like that. And most times it'll be like, right. Sorry.
Okay.
The Doctor Who pilot, Unearthly Child episode 1, was refilmed because it wasn't working.
Yes.
Famously. So you can watch both versions of that. But normally it will be like, right, say it's an hour, you filmed an hour episode, you're happy with it mostly, but it's not, it's kind of everything. Like, so a lot of people will overcompensate and put more things in this and more things in that, and I'll see this for like if we get a series and things like that, and like for episodes to come up and things like that. Yeah. And then they'll go, right, it's an hour, that's good, but tighten it up and make it 45 minutes. So it'll either be cut out stuff you don't need in general, or it'll be refilm it and make it more compact.
Yeah.
Very rarely is it the opposite, which is the problem I think Sherlock started in terms of Stephen had to pad out. So he'd written it as that. It had been filmed in 60 minutes, and it works. It flows quite well. I'd argue that we would probably have got more episodes if it was 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe like 4 a year, maybe, because that might have been easier. But in terms of, like you say, making nearly a movie length episode all the time, it was like, right, go back in and add half an hour. So things are a bit sort of like more slower. Like, it still works. Like, I still enjoy both versions of the first episode, but I implore anyone that's got the home media and go and check out that pilot episode. If you've not done so already, you should have. Because this is also when Steelbook started coming out, which is when it sort of first grabbed my attention, because it was like I think it was series 3.
Right.
And it was like they'd done this one for that, and then that had sold out, and it was like, oh, like, no. And then that kind of subtly fed my addiction.
Do you know if the pilot is in all the releases? So if I was to get like the series Sherlock complete collection of everything.
Yeah, so my dad had series 1 and 2, or series 1 to 3.
And it was on there.
And it was on, like, it's all like, they're like the ones where it's basically like the 3 ones in it sort of thing. You know, like how when you get box sets and things, it's just in the slipcase, and on the series 1 disc, it has
on it,
the original version, which concludes similarly but in a different location. It happens in the flat. It all just it as a 60-minute, it's interesting to see what that would have become. So
yeah,
maybe, guys, if you want to see Sherlock or any other TV debate, drop in the comments a TV show you want us to talk about, either in, you know, its entirety or in, like, you know, lucid form, like week by week.
The highlights, the best, the lows. If we do something like Doctor Who, we won't do it every week. We could do highlights of certain areas. We could do low points. We could do,
Yeah, not
classic
necessarily
all-
week to week. Is it season
No,
by
yeah,
season?
yeah.
Is it small enough that we could do it all in one episode? Maybe. I mean-
season 24. No, not.
I
that,
mean,
so we do that in
Sherlock
one
would
episode.
maybe be 2 episodes. Maybe we could do that.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be next week and the week after. We can.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we've kind of given ourselves ideas on the fly.
There you go. But what TV shows and stuff are you guys catching up on? Because we've obviously had to do a lot of that because our main focus for 7 weeks has been Doctor Who. Any news or anything you want us to cover? Obviously, there's some Marvel stuff dotting around. Like, Kingpin's probably going to be in Spider-Man 4. Joseph Quinn's getting bulked up to play Human Torch. Benedict Cumberbatch
surviving
is in the Avengers film.
I say, what Joseph Quinn while surviving A Quiet Place? Was he quiet enough, or is he dead?
Quiet Place. That's we could.
Is
There
he
are 2
dead?
films that we can talk about. Have you seen day 1 yet?
No,
No.
I'm still on day 2.
And
Film number
see
2.
it soon.
Yeah, see it soon.
But
Yeah.
I've enjoyed my trips back to the cinema and getting back in and using my unlimited card.
Back in the groove. Yeah.
I mean, controversy aside, I did enjoy Inside Out too. In terms of like the
Where's
Tony-
controversy about Inside Out 2? Not that I know.
'cause, we briefly spoke about it on the Pixar top 10 with on the Silver Screen podcast. Go and watch it with Mike and DK, where it was Amy Poulter didn't take a pay cut. Was it you?
I think it was just you.
I swear you was on Pixar. Yeah, because it was. I swear. I'm gonna Google it right
I
now.
don't think you were.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, I don't know. Mike, don't kill me. No, I'm
It
sure
wasn't
were.
you, no.
Yeah, I wasn't on it.
I was on one with you. I was on Back to the Future with you, and it
Yes,
was
yes.
Jamie. Jamie, sorry, yes.
Yeah, I remember this.
Sorry,
fine.
yeah. That's why I just assumed that you're in everything with me. Sorry.
Yeah, everything everywhere all at once. Yes, that's me.
So, Amy Poehler, who plays Joy, refused to take a pay cut for Inside Out 2.
Yeah, she's with this story. Not that I'm just going to cut you off. But
Yeah,
I think I know where it goes. Where's
it go?
So they've recast her.
No, they don't recast her, but they've recast Fear and Disgust. So Mindy Kaling and
Right, yeah. She
Bill
got her.
Hader don't return. because, they
you must have just told me at the time. I wasn't
Maybe I
in
did.
it, but yeah,
Yeah.
I know for a fact I wasn't in it.
So
I could stop whispering now.
Tony Hale and someone else
Yeah.
take on those roles. Maya Hawke is Anxiety. Yeah. I don't know who plays Embarrassment. I think Julia, what's her face, who plays Sadness? She's the
Julia
same.
Moore.
And whoever plays Anger. But yeah, it's a real shame about
Harrison Ford, he plays Anger.
you should do. You should just be angry all the time.
Mm.
But it's in the first one. And I think the child, it completely
Yeah, I bet.
changes your perspective on like Finding Nemo. It's a story about father and son. So for me, it means a lot of different things to me now than it did when I watched
Had
it as
it.
a child
Yeah.
in 2003. Like it's one of those things. So yeah, you see so many. You're like,
But I know what I have seen, so I don't need to like.
mm,
I can tell you what I've seen, but just in order, whatever. I could just go through my tickets and go this one, and then the one Netflix film I have seen is Hitman with Glenn
Glenn Powell.
not Harrelson. I want to call him Glenn Harrelson. Yeah, with Glenn Powell. Yes, Hitman. The movie, not what I thought it was. Not action star Hitman, John Wick inspired movie. It was kind of a, without spoiling it at all, because we might discuss it. But essentially, it was a him initially exposing the hitmen out there, and basically putting the hitmen in jail and putting them behind bars. Being
He's a hitman hunter.
Basically the hitman hunter. Why wasn't it called that? I don't know. But then there's a twist in it, genre defining, and it was kind of like I did not see it going in this way until we read the synopsis, and I was like, but Hitman's good time. Glenn Powell, he's a cool actor. I can't wait for Twisters till he twists my spine inside and out.
Twist and shout.
Twist and shout.
Yeah.
Lay it all
What
out.
else are you guys watching at home? Reading what you're gonna read without copyright strikes? Yeah, let us know. Are you enjoying the summer of sport? Because England at
boy.
this moment in time is still in the Euros.
Way.
Just about.
Yeah, somehow.
Wimbledon started on Monday, which is one of my highlights of the year. And the Olympics is coming. There's just like so much outside activity. The sun's shining, but we're inside or watching the movie films as always. But and if you want to get
Forever and ever.
please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share if you've not done so already, as we carry on with the good times and the good vibes that we had in the last 7 weeks. I've really enjoyed
Yeah,
that.
nice,
I'm really enjoying
nice.
getting back to this and getting a bit of a stamp on it and seeing how far we go again. So Connor, if you want to tell the ladies and gentlemen where they can find us.
So, YouTube, congratulations. Page 1, tick. The most common places, Facebook, it's maybe on your box one day as well. But X, Instagram, TikTok, all the social medias. You guys should know all of them by now, surely. I mean, I'm more of a permit these days. I choose to go on the ones I like, and I don't like certain ones. But maybe one day Snapchat. Facebook, X, Twitter, Instagram. X is Twitter. What the fuck? Snapchat. Anyone that is using MSN, they've got better connection than our Wi-Fi because of the technical issues. MSN, MySpace, Xbox Live until the Xbox One server shut down. PlayStation Network one day. Nintendo eShop. I don't know what that's called. And Nintendo, me online with my friends and playing Mario. I don't know what that place is called. All that stuff. Links in the description. Shout out to Silver Screen. Shout out to Andy Kemp. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Mark Strong for being our profile picture and for representing us whilst we've had difficulties in this episode. Shout out to Hugh Jackman on George's phone right now. Coming to a theatre screening, very, very much craved, very, very much desired, very, very shortly. Like less than a month.
But then,
Great double bill.
That's all to come. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye!
Stay pasty and all that. Jason Statham.